of Good Morning Football at 7 Eastern Time. 7 hours of the aftermath, and then a special 2-hour NFL Total Access to 6 Eastern as we know the playoff seedings and who's in and who's out. And that same thing goes, unfortunately, for some coaches in the NFL. Time for Hurry Up Offense, presented by our friends at Audi right here on NFL Game Day morning. 60 seconds on the clock. Mooch, the Eagles and Giants have combined for 45 per game. Will they combine for at least as much today?
No.
Kurt, Bears and Vikings have combined to allow 37 points per game. What about today?
No.
Michael, Raiders and Broncos combined for 40 in their Week 1 meeting. What about their Week 17 meeting?
Just a titch under.
Mooch, the Lions have lost 3 straight by at least 10. What about today?
Yeah, here we go again.
Kurt, 2 of the last 3 Titans-Texans games have been decided by 3 or fewer. What about today?
No, not today.
Okay. Christian McCaffrey needs 216 scrimmage yards, Michael, to break a CJ2K single-season record. Will he do it against the Saints?
Nova will give it to him.
Okay, Mooch, Chandler Jones leads the NFL with 19 sacks this season.
19.
Will he get the big 2-0 today?
Oh, yeah, let's go break Strahan's record.
Kurt, Jameis, will he throw at least 2 picks and become the first quarterback in NFL history with 30 touchdowns and 30 picks?
No!
Okay.
Come on, James, no!
Michael Thomas have at least 100 receiving yards today and tie you and Calvin Johnson for most 100-yard games in a single season?
You can't guard Mike. Yes.
That's the answer right there. That's NFL Game Day morning, 1 hour of the NFL 100 Week 17 game in the books. Are they putting out those towels to help them? There. The NFC East, can you believe this? The once upon a time 3-0 Cowboys need to get some help to get to 500 to try and become the first 8-8 winner of the NFC East.
8-8. That's a good number to win with.
Okay, very good. That's a nice silver lining. That's a silver lining if I've ever heard it. Jane Slater, take it away.
Yeah, the Cowboys are playing for a shot at that NFC East title, and the Redskins could, in theory, be picking second in this year's draft. Now, I caught up with Adrian Peterson, the Redskins running back, and he said this has been a roller coaster year, but he says they're hearing what people are saying. Lose this one. Go get yourself a high draft pick. And he told me, quote, screw that. We've got coaches that are playing for their job as well as players. He also says next year this is going to be a team to watch. He said just look at their last 6 weeks. They are 2 of 4, losing their last 2 of their 3 by a touchdown or less. Now, if the Redskins end up pulling out this upset, this will be big because it will be the end of this 2019 Cowboys season that has certainly been a dramatic one.
Dallas Cowboys expectations are very high. Put on the shoulder. Elliott breaks through on the left side. Touchdown, Elliott. It's the Oprah offense. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown.
3-0 starts.
1, 2, 3.
And a black cat has taken the field.
This Cowboys season doesn't go the way it was expected to. Blame that guy.
Throws down the middle, intercepted.
And Prescott's going to get sacked.
What a horrible effort.
It's losing.
Elliott not a factor at all.
We've got to win a football game.
Y'all know this ball works, right?
This is the ball game. Throwing it deep. The ball is broken up.
The makeup of this team, I shouldn't be this frustrated.
This team will have to go out and play hard one more time and hope for some help.
That was raps.
Okay, NFL Game Day morning presented by Lowe's. Hour number 2 kicks off with the Dallas Cowboys sitting there at 7-8. Clearly, they could still make the playoffs. They could still host a playoff game. We could be literally 1 week from today talking about a big-time Cowboys Saturday night wild card night win, or getting setting the stage, or setting the table, or setting things up, Michael, for a wild card home game. It's entirely possible. But right now we're dusting for Prince. Michael, where did things go wrong for the Cowboys season? Michael? Yeah?
Well, this
CSI,
fingerprint
Michael?
over here says, let me tell you, I can put my finger right on this fingerprint. The day that this man did this brilliant work that works for us, named Rap Sheet, and he came in here and he said, oh, this just in. The Cowboys are now going to become a pass first team and not a run first team. Right there is where it went wrong. I'm going to get right there.
Rap Sheet's
the moment he said that, whoever he got it from, the moment they verbalized those words out of their mouth, that was it. That was the problem right there. And the Cowboys.
Don't shoot the messenger, right?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Come on.
It was your fault, Rap. I knew it.
had no idea. Sitting in his basement, he'd be run over by the 88 bus halfway across the country.
That's what changed everything. What Rap say?
So Ian, let him respond. What do you got, Ian? You there? You left the building.
I'm here. No, I'm here. I will tell you this. I'm not going to apologize for talking about how this was Dak Prescott's team. I'm really fine with that. I will also say that it's more the Cat's fault than my fault. So,
and I want to get this right. Let me say this right now, because I'm not saying Dak is not that guy.
Yeah,
Dak is that guy. But along in his maturation process, he's not ready to be there yet, where they have to win each and every game on his arm. He's supposed to be a complementary piece. They're supposed to win running the football. They tried to turn it too fast. I don't know if they wanted to justify all of the money that they're about to pay him. I don't know if they wanted to justify having the young man that they have at offensive coordinator right now. But I say to you, ping, I put my hand upon that print. That was the issue.
What did you just say that Dak's that guy, but he's not that guy?
No, I said he's that guy. Yes, but he's still young and still learning. There's a maturation process that we all go through. It's just like a baby learning to walk. It's the same thing. The baby's going to crawl, fall a couple times, get up and start walking, and then go start running. So you got to do that same process with the quarterback. Absolutely. Tom Brady went through that same process where he won with his training wheels, and then he took off on a bike.
If I may, I believe, having hosted this show for a decade now, I'm very fluent in Irv here. So what I think I'm hearing is he's in the maturation process where there still needs to be a curfew for him by the parent that's running the organization. That means that, hey, it's a certain time of game where you need to be home and let somebody else handle things to get us to where we as a family need to be.
Rich,
and that is
Rich, with my own history, I never use curfews and issues as an analogy. Just because of my own early issues, I try not to use that situation.
Fantastic. All right. Let's get back on script here, okay? Rich, here's the thing. Football, this just in. Football, guys, is a game of what? Situations, right? Situations.
Thanks for explaining.
Like curfews, okay?
Thank you, Coach.
You have short yardage and goal line and red zone and coming out. And you know what? In close games, 7 points or less, the Cowboys have failed miserably this year.
0-5, Coach.
They're 0-5. They did not win a close game this year. Last year, when they made the playoffs and won the division, they won 8 close games.
8-2, Coach.
And now they're 0-for, okay?
Right.
So their 2-minute drill on either side of the ball, whether it's playing defense or on offense, and a 4-minute drill has failed them miserably. So they're good at a lot of things. They're the number 1 offense in the league. They protect the quarterback better than anybody else. But you know what? When it's crunch time, you got to make a play.
Right. I think you're making the same point, what you're saying and what you're saying. And Jerry said it on that music video. He said, with the makeup of this team, I should not be this frustrated. Why did he say that? Because we've got all these great pieces on paper. But the bottom line is you got to make game-changing plays when they're there to be made. This play right here, Dak Prescott, right? He's ready. He's the leading. You got to make that throw out in front of him. That's an easy first down. Okay, we got Randall Cobb here. It's a good throw by Dak Prescott. Reads the seam, drops it in there. Got to make that play. In a game like this where it's win and in, you've got to make that play. Okay, now we're going to put Michael Gallup. Spotlight on him. Okay, we got to go route to the outside. Don't go inside, lean back to the outside. Gotta make that play.
Gotta make that play.
We can go over and over and over again. The makeup of this team on paper looks really, really good. The bottom line is at crunch time. When the game is on the line, you need somebody to make a game-changing play. This team did not make those plays over and over and over again. That's why we're an average team, even though the numbers are good and we got the quarterback that's the franchise quarterback. You can't make those plays at crunch time. I don't care how good you are on paper. You're not going to make it to the playoffs, or you're not going to win and make noise in the playoffs.
I think we came up with the title of the 2019 Cowboys team video, which is "Got to make that play."
Got to make that play.
Got to make that play
when it presents itself.
And yet they could still host a playoff game next week. It's entirely possible because the Giants have won 2 in a row. And you throw the records out, right, when the Eagles and Giants play. Kim Jones, take it away.
Well, yeah, I guess that's right, Rich. You know, when it comes to the Eagles' game plan today defensively, it is no secret. They want to stop Saquon Barkley, and they do have the third best rush defense in the entire league. I talked to Fletcher Cox this week, who told me that the key with Saquon is you have to make sure you tackle him because you know he's going to fight for extra yards, that Saquon always runs hard. Fletcher Cox added, I'd say he's the toughest back in the division to tackle. Rich?
Thank you very much, Cam. Meanwhile, the Pittsburgh Steelers lost in that building to the Jets last week, which lost their ability to win out and make the playoffs. They now need some help from the Houston Texans, and they need put some offense together against a Ravens team that is planning on resting a whole bunch of big-time name players. Randy Moss, you have the floor now.
Including Lamar Jackson, who has already broken the record for quarterback rushing yards. And now the entire Ravens offense has a chance to make history. The Ravens need 93 rushing yards today to break the all-time single-season record currently held by the New England Patriots of 1978, the year that the league switched to its current 16-game schedule. The obvious challenge in breaking that record is the Ravens will be without Jackson and Mark Ingram, and will have to rely on Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, and Robert Griffin III. But offensive coordinator Greg Roman said if the Ravens could break that record, it would be, quote, an amazing milestone. So far, the